Hello everybody, Bryce here, back with a video, and this video I'm going to show you guys my custom Lego It minifigures. I've been working these minifigures for a really long time, and if you guys remember my old showcase, which don't go watch it, it's really bad. All the figures in that showcase are bad, and I think these are pretty good. I've spent a lot of time making them, and I hope you guys enjoy. There are, I think, 14 in the showcase, all that are related to the 2017 It movie. So yeah, most of these are inspired by Frosty Customs. Pennywise is inspired by Fish Figs and Frosty, and then the rest is basically my own designs. So yeah, I really hope you guys like these. I really like how they turned out. So let's get right into the showcase. Okay, so first minifigure in the showcase is Pennywise. So first off, to get this little accessory out of the way, this is inspired by Frosty Customs. It is just a little arm, and it's a Harry Potter wand. So yeah, he has his balloon, which I'm going to take off. It's just a Series 18 balloon. And here's Pennywise. So, wait, okay, so here's Pennywise. Start off with the hair. It is inspired by Frosty Customs. Wait. Okay, so the hair is inspired by Frosty Customs, and it's just a Doctor Who hair. And the head, I'm really proud of him. Just get closer. Yeah, because you won't be able to see it if I zoom in. Yeah. So the head is a Joker head from the Lego Batman movie, but I just erased everything but the eyes and painted it. So I'm really happy with how it looks. I think it looks a lot like Pennywise. It could be better, but I like it. And then the ruffle is one of those clown ruffles, but I cut it and kind of worked it, and yeah, credits Frosty Customs because of that. Oh, and the head is inspired by Fishy Figs on Instagram. Go give him a follow. So he has this skirt, and the buttons are 3D. And he has some sculpted ruffles, and the belt is E-tape, and that is inspired by Moose Figs. So yeah, the rest is fully painted by me, and the ruffles and buttons are sculpted. So the skirt was a ballerina skirt, which I cut up and then re-glued it and re-sculpted the sides. And you can see a little bit of detail there. So yeah, that's it for Pennywise. Okay, so next up is Georgie. This is probably my least favorite. It's not that I don't like him, it's just that he's not the most detailed one. But this version is not my favorite, because there's another version. So yeah, the hood is Lloyd from Lego Ninjago movie, and the head, it's fully painted by me, except for the eyes, and it is Han Solo head. So yeah, you just put that right on, and his jacket is made out of E-tape, and credit to Frosty again for that. This is breaking. So yeah, his jacket's just E-tape, and his arm was normal Lego yellow arm, which I bent with pliers and then got an X-Acto knife and cut it, made it look bent. Then his pants are just little blue jeans with boots. So there is a feature that I want to show you guys, and yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So jacket is removable, and that's inspired by Frosty Customs, and I really liked the feature. So you can have two Georgies, because I already had this Georgie figure, if you remember my contest entry video. So it's just the exact same figure, except I painted it back, which I'm really happy with how it looks. And I did update the face a little bit. I fixed the mouth, because a lot of people said it looked weird, and I agreed it was too high. And I actually didn't update it on purpose, it just scratched off, so I repainted it lower and just a little bit less weird. So yeah, that's it for Georgie, and let's move on to the next minifigure. Okay, so next up is Bill. He's definitely not my favorite out of the showcase. I'm not too happy with him, but he looked okay. So his head is, whoa, sorry about that. His head is the, yeah, let's start off with the hair. It is Jim Gordon, and all I did was paint it brown. And his head, I forgot, it's just fully painted except for the eyes. And I'm really happy. The likeness is probably one of my favorite parts. And the shirt is really simple, but the paint is really chunky. So yeah, he has his flashlight right there. His watch, some jeans. He has short legs, so he's shorter Pennywise, and he can move those around. And I painted on the design of his shoes. So yeah, that's it for Bill. Let's move on to the next minifigure. Here's Richie. He's one of my favorites. Probably my second favorite, I think, because how he looks. So this is probably my most recent one. I think I made him on Sunday. I just updated him on Sunday. So yeah, his hair is surfer dude. And I did modify it a bit. All I did was, sorry if I say a lot. All I did was, fill in the little gap so it looks like it parts like a little triangle. And yeah, his head was Robin from the Lego Batman movie, but I just completely erased everything but the eyes and painted that likeness, and I think it looks just like Richie. So yeah, his shirt is made out of paper. I painted on all little palm trees, which are really fun to paint. So you can see it's 3D. And same goes for the arms, and his legs are just dark green legs, and they're shortened. He's about the same size as Bill, which I think is movie accurate. Yeah, they're the same size. So yeah, that's it for Richie, and he has his bat for when he beats up Pennywise. So let's move on to the next minifigure. Next up is Eddie. My favorite out of the losers, because he's my favorite character, and I put a lot of effort into making him a good figure, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So first off, his hair is Batman vs Superman hair. I didn't do anything to it. I think I washed it in dark brown, but it just kind of faded. And his head was, I forgot, but it's just fully painted except for the eyes. And yeah, I'm really happy with how the likeness turned out. And his shirt just has some stripes, and his fanny pack is sculpted, and the stripes go all the way around. And he has his little shoes, his calculator watch, his inhaler, and his cast is made out of paper, and I painted the loser letter on it. And his legs are shortened. He's the shortest loser, which is scale accurate. You see he's about the same size as Georgie, just a little bit taller. So yeah, I'm really happy with how these short legs turned out. Probably my cleanest ones yet. So yeah, that's it for Eddie. He's really simple, but I really like how it turned out. And the fanny pack strap is just E-tape. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. Next up is Ben. I'm not a huge fan of this figure, but I still like it. His egg is a Lego egg. I just painted it and sanded it to make it look like it's burnt egg. And I also gave it some washes to make it look like it's burning. So yeah, figure itself is really simple. He's really, really short. He's a same size as Eddie. So his hair is Emmett hair, and I just cut it up and sanded it. A little tough. And his head was Chris Pratt. I just repainted everything. The likeness is really weird, but I think it looks good enough because likeness to the actor is pretty hard to get. Like, his face is weird. No offense to him. It's just that you can't really translate it into Lego that well. So I think I did a good enough job. And his shirt, I just painted in all the little furry animals, and I just copied Wavy Foam's design, and I did some little white shading on some of them. And yeah, it's just yellow, and I sculpted onto his torso to make him look a bit bigger. And his legs are shortened, and I painted on the shoes. So yeah, it's for Ben. Okay, so next up is Stan. He looks pretty good, in my opinion. The head is one of my favorite parts because I really love the likeness on this head. I think it looks good. So yeah, his hair is inspired by Wavy Foams, and it's just Hobbit hair, which I cut up and sanded a lot. And I think it represents Stan good. I think it looks good. So his torso is just fully painted, and I really think it's not too good. But it's good enough. And his jeans are just normal jeans with some white shoes. And I did add his cuts from when the flute lady bites his face. Poor Stan. Pet in the back. So yeah, that's it for Stanley. Okay, so next up is Beverly. She was probably the hardest one to do, except for Pennywise. He was a little pain in the butt to make. But Pennywise was actually fun to make. This was just horrible to make. It took me about 2 weeks to paint all the little dots, and I really hated doing it, but I'm really happy with the finished product. I think it looks a lot like Beverly. So yeah, the hair is Hobbit hair, and yeah, her head is Tina from the new Fantastic Beasts movie. I just got 3 packs, and I got her, and I was like, I don't want this, so I didn't want my $3 to go to waste, so I just used it on Beverly. And I think it looks a lot like her. And yeah, she has this alternate expression, which also works for her, but I like the smiling one a little bit more. And yeah, the hard part of this figure is that's just dots. And if you're a customizer, you know that's really hard to paint dots. So I painted these dots with a widowed toothpick, and it took me a lot of tries, but I think it looks good. So her skirt is paper, and I painted it to match Lego's color. It's not exactly the same color. It looks it actually looks better on camera, but in real life it's not that good. It doesn't match up that well. So yeah. Her boots are just brown boots, and it's a little messy on the side, and you clean them up. And her little arrow thing, which she uses to put through Pennywise's head, is a Lego rod with the arrow point glued on top, and I kind of sharpened it on the bottom. So yeah, that's it for Beverly. I really like how she turned out, and let's move on to the next minifigure. So here's Mike. He's not one of my favorites, but he's good enough for what he is. So his hair is Finn, and his head is that guard from Arkham Asylum, and I just erased the mustache on this head, and I think it looks okay. It was the only head that I had that could have looked like Mike. And his bullet, oh yeah, so his shirt is really simple. It's just a little collar there, and his bullet belt is made out of paper, and the bullets are sculpted. And his gun is a normal Lego gun, but I added a little ball in it and a rod thingy. What do you call it? Like the thin rods. I added one of the thin rods in there. So yeah, I really like it looks. And the shoes are just black shoes with some white soles. So that's it for Mike. He's really simple. Not my favorite. So let's move on to the next minifigure. So this is Henry Bowers. I'm really happy with how he turned out. So first off, the hair is Hawkeye hair, but I sculpted a mullet onto it, and it doesn't look too clean on the back, but it looks okay from the front. And that is inspired by Frosty Customs, and his head is Legolas, and I repainted everything. Sorry about that. I just repainted everything, and I really like how it looks. And I added the blood splattered going down his face. So his shirt is bright red, dry brush with dark red, and I gave him all his little wristbands, and his knife is a Lego knife. His jeans are just sand blue jeans with some holes painted in it, and his little boots. They're not really boots, but shoes. Right. And yeah, that's it for Henry. So I know if you guys really aren't into it, you might not know who this is, but I decided to make Andy Muschietti, who is the director of it, because I was just bored one day. I was like, hey, why not make an Andy Muschietti? So here he is. His hair is the Doctor Strange hair, which I painted in dark brown. And his head was Zod from the new Batman series. I just fixed the mustache and painted it in brown. It doesn't really look like the director that much, but it's good enough for what it is. I really didn't want to paint a likeness for him. This was just a quick figure. So yeah, his shirt is just black, ignore the back, and he has a little watch there. I just paint on the details, which is really simple. And he has some shoes, and his accessory is the original sketch for Pennywise. So I just drew the original sketch on there. It doesn't look too good, but it's good enough for what it is. So yeah, that's it for Andy. So that's it for the showcase. I really hope you guys enjoyed as much as I enjoyed making these. And if you did enjoy, then remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.